India Pvt Ltd, a Singapore-based company that made its foray in the Indian market in the year 1997. The company manufactures concrete batching plants, asphalt batching plants, mastic asphalt plants, cookers, pavers and accessories under Eurotec, LINTEC and Linnhoff brands. The company is also setting up its 5th manufacturing facility in Pune, which will cater to the Indian subcontinent markets, giving Indian contractors German products at Indian price. We have with us Mr. Kushwant, MD, LINTEC Germany, Ashok Tanna, MD, Linnhoff India, SY10, MD, LINTEC China, Shakti R, Managing Director, Eurotec, and Thomas Wolf, Chief Technical Officer, Linnhoff and LINTEC Group. So, beginning, can you just brief us on the Indian operations of Linnhoff?
The Indian operations were started in 1997, partnered with a group of companies called as STG. Started our company from there on, and we were mainly into trading activities, in the sense we used to import the plants and then install and commission them here. Over the years we changed this, and now we have started manufacturing them here, and with the factory coming up we will be doing 100% of the manufacturing in India, which gives our clients a great advantage in terms of cost and quality.
So what is the kind of products that you manufacture?
We make asphalt batching plants, containerized asphalt batching plants, concrete batching plants. These are the 3 main products of the group.
And what is the products that are on display?
All 3, in fact. We have a concrete batching plant there. This is a 60 cubic meter concrete batching plant. Yeah, the blue one. Then we have our 240 recycling, state-of-the-art, latest technology with 70% recycling, including a coal burner, which will bring down energy costs by 50%. And that's a 240 TPH plant. And this is our Linnhoff 124 tons per hour plant, which is also with coal firing. So these are one of the latest technologies to bring down the cost of operations for our Indian contractors, who are always hurt by the rising cost of fuel.
So, since you were also importing your equipment,
yes,
now it's now just that you are starting manufacturing. So what is the percent of localization that is?
Initially it will reach up to 75%, and slowly we assume that it will reach to, at the maximum level, we should be reaching 100% in a maximum 2 years' time.
And what is the USP of your product?
Better roads with low cost. This is our USP. We always give our plants with a very high degree of availability factor. Our availability factors are always in the excess of 95 to 97%, which means our plant has a very low downtime and maintenance time, which is our main USP. So why we say better roads is because if the plant doesn't stop, you always get a consistent quality of the road.
What are the technical aspects of this plants, like in terms of fuel efficiency, safety?
Okay, basically as you see, the plant in the background is a so-called containerized asphalt batching plant. So it's due to its design as being containerized, it's very easy to install and to dismantle, as well as to transport. The effect of the fuel consumption is in that point that we are able to burn coal dust instead of diesel, which is most approximately half of the price of a diesel fuel. Furthermore, we are building this plant in different kind of concepts. That means our technology basically is the screen drum technology. We are very unique in the process of screening as well as trying the material in this kind of screen drum that you see on the top of all of these plants. Because we at the LINTEC Group, we are the only one that are using this screen drum technology, which we have patented all over the world.
In terms of safety features?
Okay, in safety features, of course, we are building this plant as per German DIN standard. That means whatever we are anticipating in terms of safety features that we are doing in Germany, the same applies for these plants as we are building them in India.
Can you also brief us on your new manufacturing plant, the terms of capacity and all?
This plant is coming up near Pune, which is an area called as Khed, near Chakan. This is a state-of-the-art plant which is going to be built with 10,000 square meters of covered area and another 15,000 square meters of outside area for assembly. This plant will cater to about 700 tons of fabrication per month, which is equal to about 6 plants per month. And we can actually do this very easily with the technology being provided by them, by this team over here. And we will be providing our clients a complete mix of all the plants from concrete or black. So as they say, we are in the white and the black business, giving a complete solution to the contractor. The factory itself is going to be a modern factory, complete with all automatic equipment, which will bring down the production time and also maintain the quality of the equipment.
And what will be the initial capacity of the plant?
The initial capacity of the plant should start around 400 tons per month. About 4 plants a month.
Can you also give us the details on the projects where your plants have been used, especially in India?
Okay, in India we have been associated with most of the major names from L&T, Gammon, Soma, APCO Constructions, CNC, Ramki Projects. These are all A-listed companies and we are associated with all of them who have used them on the road projects in India. In fact, the most important one to mention is the 240-ton plant which is recently being put up at the exhibition will go to a company called as Varaha Infrastructure. Varaha Infrastructure is putting up this state-of-the-art plant which is with 70% recycling and coal firing, which will bring down its costs of operation drastically. And they are the first people who have taken this initiative in India.
Any other products which you like to bring to the Indian market in the near future?
Yes, we will soon be bringing in a few new products. Our latest design is our 80 TPH plant, which we want to bring into India. This is a compact plant ready to erect in 3 days. And the next we want to bring in our concrete cooling solutions from LINTEC, which is again a unique concept replacing the need of ice in concrete. And thirdly, we want to bring in the goose asphalt plants, specially designed for mastic production, which we will bring from LINTEC.
And when do we see this happening?
Oh, well, I think it will still take us a year before we are there. We are right now trying to focus on what we have and stabilize this into our factory here in India first.
Do you also have any export plans from India?
Yes, we will be exporting back to the countries, but not 100% initially. It would be only marginal in the beginning phases. And over a period of time, in the next 3 years, we would be in a position to actually offer them spare capacity to be used for their needs abroad.
And how do you see the Indian construction market going on? Because there was a dip, there has been a dip in the construction activities and all. So how is Linnhoff coping up with this, and how do you see the future ahead with so many projects in the pipeline and government announcing reforms and all?
See, I mean, initially, yes, this problem has been there in this country. But for our product range that we manufacture, our USP always to the client has been service, quality equipment, with a right price tag. If our price tag is right, our quality is right, our service, which is the most important part, which we always provide on time, then our clients don't see the need to change or find another vendor for them. 80% of my business is repeat order business. So with this market scenario even, I still would say that we have grown by 25% over our last year's business and still managed to retain a very, very good share of the market, which actually speaks a lot of volume that even in a bad market scenario, we are still able to do much better. In the coming future, I see that yes, companies will come, companies will have problems, but the infrastructure sector is not going to stop. It has to continue. Whether it gets continued slowly initially or it gets a small kind of a stop in between, it will again come back. So with this, I do envisage that the business for this kind of products will remain for a quite long time to come.
And how do you see the competition in your segment?
Well, it's ordering up.
And how is it like, matching quality with the Indian price? Yeah, because Indian customers want value but price, price products. So how do you cope up with that?
See, currently this has been the problem for us. The problem has been the currency. The currency, as you know, the rupee has been volatile throughout the year, and it has actually created a lot of cost differences which we are unable to pass on to the customer. With the factory coming up, we are able to bring this cost difference down and get back to our earlier levels. So in fact, we will gain more foothold over our competitors in terms of price, whereas our competitors are all, the main companies are all from abroad. So they're still importing, so they will feel a bit on the back foot, because we will be the ones who will be here first and we will be the ones in production. So we are going to make that change happen to the market.
And any other future plans you have in terms of widening your dealer base or something like that?
We are already in the process of widening our dealer base. We are going to be having a pan-India presence with about 12 service centers in the next 2 years, and with 6 warehouses pan-India. So with this setup, we will be able to cater to any client within 24 hours from any part of the country, with immediate availability of spare parts and service.
Have you identified any locations for that?
Yes. First of all, of course, it's all the metros, which is necessary for us. But beyond the metros, we are also looking at certain areas of the northeast, which is quite untapped actually as of present. The northeast, Calcutta, Bihar, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, these are all the areas which are presently untapped for us, which we are going to expand into.
And the dealers also having their outlets, like you can say.
So with these dealers having all their outlets there, we will be only providing them with trained manpower to actually take care of the service and the spare parts.
So you also provide trainings for the operators and all?
Yeah. We have a training school where we provide our operators, our operators as well as our client operators, continuous training on a regular basis. We have a display system, so client operators get trained much faster, and they're available to do all the troubleshooting and operating of the plant.
Okay, so your training center is also in Pune?
The small one currently is at our head office here in Shivri, but the big one will be coming up in Pune.
Besides the manufacturing facility also. Any other plans you have? What is your expectations from this BC India?
Well, basically we are here to brand ourselves and to make sure that our people and our customers realize that we are here and what new products we have to offer. Beyond that, there is no real expectation of having sales in the BC India per se. We are looking at more, because this kind of equipment requires a lot of technical input, and then comes the commercial. So first of all, we want to educate our client that what we can do as a group, and that's what we want to rather achieve, which is more important for us.
How do you go through this upgradation process of your equipments?
The upgradation process of our plants are many-fold, where our clients can take our existing plants, change over to recycling, change over to mastic, change over to coal. These are all different projects that they can undertake. So we have to study the plant, what are the changes that need to be made in it, and then suggest to them and get it implemented.
And you have not set any targets for this BC 4 days expo, like what maybe?
Our target is very clear, to educate the client with the latest products and technology that we have. That is our target. Our target is not to do physical sales.
Thank you very much.